Hi friends, happy Tuesday. Instead of your market in a minute for today, I'm going to go into a little bit of a deeper dive and talk about how is the market. If you follow me on any of my other social media, like my Instagram or Facebook, I post monthly updates. How's the market? And I feature the city of Marietta, but I have all of Metro Atlanta, all the different cities, and it just is detailing out real estate facts like inventory and stuff from the year previous to where we are now. Our CEO and qualifying broker, Lane McCormack, just sent us some really good data points. And if this at all interests you, then stay tuned. Also, my hair is giving frizz bomb. It is so rainy here in Marietta, and I got dumped on earlier, so just pay no attention, even though I realize it is distracting. Okay, so it's crazy to think about this, but 2 years ago, March 3rd, interest rates were at a 3.76. And then, as we all know, the chaos hit, and just after Thanksgiving, we hit 7% interest rates. So mortgage rates now, if we're talking about a 30-year fix, definitely continue to fluctuate. We're seeing them in the middle to upper 6 range, and I personally think that we can expect for them to stay in that range. So I still feel confident that cuts are coming, but I do think that we're waiting on the feds to cut the rates because, let's be real, the economic turbulence of 2022 is still here, and I believe that we're going to start to see some change more into like Q3 of this year. So what I'm seeing for buyers is that they're still very much so engaged. And we keep saying they're on the sidelines. And of course, everyone wants to wait for the interest rates to drop. But I am seeing that buyers are moving when obviously the location is right. And then number 2, the house has to be priced right. And those buyers are moving. And similarly, for the seller's side, we're seeing a lot of strong competition, even multiple offers with homes that are priced appropriately. This goes without saying, but obviously the overpriced homes and the poorly presented homes are sitting on the market because we all know if a home is sitting on the market for an extended amount of time, there's either an issue with the condition or the price. Okay, bear with me as I filter through some stats. I find this extremely interesting because at the end of the day, the data does not lie. So I'm going to be reading stats from 2 years ago just because I think it's interesting to compare kind of when the market was like, oh my gosh, we jumped from a 3% interest rate to a 7%. Literally doubled, if not more. So year over year, the median prices continue to rise. So the pending, which means that is the step right before closing, has risen 12% past 2 years. So with the prices continuing to rise and the interest rates speaking in the last 2 years, it's no surprise to us that contracts and closings have dropped. And in the 2 year over year, pendings have dropped 35.5%. And again, pending means just the step before close. Okay, now let's take a look at months of inventory. So 2 year over year, it jumped from 165.7%. So it went from 1.1 months to 2.9 months, which is just insane because obviously we still have low inventory now, but take a look at 2022, we had very low inventory. 1.1, that is low. A healthy market, just so that you are understanding a range, is between 2 to 5 months. So we definitely see that it's coming back to normal, but it still is low. So there are some market stats for you. I find it super interesting to just take a look at how far we've come from 2022 when it was the pandemic and when it really was kind of a crisis that we were in, and to see that now 2 years later where we are. I am not going to bore you with the Ansley data stats that she had sent in the email, but I will tell you that this is bolded and underlined that Ansley is way outperforming the market. And that makes me very proud to work for a brokerage that is obviously leading. So if you have any more questions, I'm happy to chat, explain your market, where you're at. So yeah.